Hey everyone, my name is Georgiana and today I am unboxing my brand new Chi collection. I have ordered all of the Chi styling tools available at Avon, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I style my naturally curly hair with these products. Now, I know that you guys have been watching these Chi products. You might have seen the demonstrations, and most of the time they're on people with straight hair. And if you're anything like me, you watched and you said, okay, well, yeah, that's straight hair, it's different. Whatever, it is what it is, you know. But I have to tell you that I started using Chi products almost a year ago with the Chi Essentials line that came to Avon. That's this line here. The first product that I used was the serum, and let me tell you, I loved it. I really saw a change in the moisture in my hair, and that is the first product that I started to use, and then I slowly started to expand from there. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my current hair regimen and how I'm going to be incorporating the new Chi products into my hair regimen, and I'm going to be trying out a few brand new tools. So I went ahead and I purchased the hair dryer, the curler, and the flat iron. Now this is different for me because I really don't use heat in my hair at all. I am the person who lets my hair air dry, but I do live for, you know, good products that will hydrate, moisturize, and strengthen my hair. But the reason that I decided to try these new Chi products were, one, first of all, I was really intrigued by this spin and curl, because this is a product where you put your hair on the inside, it kind of sucks it up and it gives you a curl. But I was hesitant to buy it because I thought, you know, I wasn't sure of how it would work on naturally curly African American heritage type of hair. So I was a little bit nervous and a little bit hesitant, but I watched a video the other day where Avon shared using this product on curly hair, and they broke some really huge like hairstyling rules that I never thought were breakable. But it gave me an idea of how great these products are and how versatile and flexible they are. And because I had the experience using the Chi Essentials and how well it worked in my hair, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of my regimen to introduce you to the products that I use in my hair and how I get started. And I'm gonna be trying two things. The first new thing that I'm going to be trying is the new styling cream gel. This is a product that I have not used before. I'm going to be unboxing and sharing here with you all of these products live. But I'm going to be showing you how I would work it into my regimen to create a curly style. And then I'm also going to be using the press and curl to see how it works when you're converting naturally curly hair into a curly style if you want, you know, bigger curls. So as you guys can see, I have, I would say, 4A, 4B hair. So my curls are pretty tightly coiled. So if I want my hair to keep their curl, you know, whether I'm wearing my hair curly or straight, actually, there are a couple of products that I start off with. So right now I basically just wash my hair, and it's not soaking wet, but it's basically damp, just shy of dripping on my shoulders. So the first thing that I like to do, if you've watched any of my other hair care videos, is I like to section my hair into two parts. I do two mostly because I'm lazy, but also because my hair is thin. So I really don't need to section it into more unless I want a more defined style, which I'll show you a little bit of later. So next, I don't even know why I did that. Habit. So first I'm going to start off with the Avon Chi Essentials Serum. So I basically just add, I would say, like a nickel size blob into the palm of my hand and rub it between my palms to kind of warm them up, and then I massage it through my hair. My goal here is basically just to coat my strands with it so that they're protected. Now this serum does provide a little bit of heat protectant for you because it's a damage repair serum. So you do get some of that protection, but because I'm styling today, I'm also going to add a few more things so that you can see what I use. You want to make sure you work it into your hair thoroughly so that you don't get any frizz. Once I finish applying all my hair serums, the next product that I use is the BioSilk Silk Therapy. This is another product I add just like a dime size and to begin with, but I do end up using a little bit more of this product in my hair. So the BioSilk Silk Therapy is a product that features silk, which is super good for your hair. So it helps strengthen, it helps you moisturize, it helps, you know, retain that moisture, but it also provides a really great level of shine. So as you saw, I, you know, first rubbed it into my palms to help warm it up in the palm of my hand, and then I rubbed it through. Now again, for you, if you feel like a nickel size blob is too much, just experiment with it. Maybe a little less is better. I'm gonna post a link in the bio or the description below, but I just did a video of I just did a blog post about BioSilk. I really love this product. I've been using it for only about a month now, and I've already started to see a difference in the strength of my hair, in how resilient it is. I've seen more bounce in my curls. I gotta tell you, I think that is the game changer. Like for me, I feel like the Chi Essentials was what woke me up to hair products that were lighter and better for my hair. I completely stopped using oils in my hair when I started using Chi, and then with the BioSilk, I found that it is another serum that is just so good for strengthening and retaining moisture. I've always had dry ends, and even though the Chi Essentials really help my dry ends, I feel like pairing it with BioSilk is what literally sealed the deal and made that difference. If you haven't already, definitely try the BioSilk. And whatever remains on my fingers, sometimes I add a little bit more, because the BioSilk Silk Therapy can also be used on your scalp and your skin. So you can, you know, rub a little bit of this on your body, you can rub it into your scalp. So for me, this is a great 2-for-1, and it helps me keep my scalp moisturized. With all of these products, you want to make sure, especially for curly hair, we're going to take it back to like high school mathematics. We all learned that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Well, with curly hair, that you know that straight line doesn't exist. It's a curl. So whatever your product you're putting in your hair, I feel like it takes a little extra, and I think that's why our ends tend to be drier, because the natural oils on our scalp take a little bit longer because they don't have that straight line between here and here. They've got to go a little bit of a longer way. So I feel like with curly hair, you have to be extra delicate, because our hair, even though it may feel coarser, is very delicate. You have to make sure that you work the products in so that it coats the strands properly. So first of all, one of the products that I've been really curious about is the Spin and Curl. And I know that a lot of you were concerned about whether or not this will work on curly textured hair, curly coily type of hair. So you've seen my hair texture, you know that I tend to wear my hair in a fro, and I wanted to show you sort of what I saw demonstrated the other day, which first of all scared me half to death, because for me it was just stuff that you didn't do. What I'm going to do first of all is to take out my styling cream. This cream is very interesting, and I'm glad they call it a styling cream gel, because I think they're emphasizing that it doesn't react like your normal hair gel. First of all, it is actually a creamier formula, so I'm just going to squirt some out here for you, and you can see it's white. It's very white and creamy. So first I'm going to just massage this through my hands. Another thing you can do with this gel is you can add a little bit of the BioSilk. I'm just used to adding it first. So I'm gonna massage it into my hands to warm it up, and then I'm gonna do something a little bit different than you guys might be used to. You saw me when I first applied the products, I started at the top and then I worked my way down. With this gel, I'm gonna start at the bottom so that my ends have the most product. I'm gonna get it into the ends. Oh my, it smells so good. First time opening, that smell just hit me so good. But from there, I'm gonna, you know, work it up. So starting at my ends, making sure that that's where the most of the product is, and then working my way up. So that was the first sort of thing that I wasn't used to. I'm used to just starting at the top and working my way down. Now we do it in reverse. The next thing that we've never done, that I've never done at least, and that I feel like you know never to do, is to apply heat to hair gel. I know once I put gel in my hair, the most I could do is diffuse it, but I can never ever imagine flat ironing my hair with gel in it. I guess it's because of the alcohol content. what would most likely happen is that thing would ignite and take my hair with it. So I've never ever heat styled my hair once gel was in it, but today I'm going to do that. One thing that I'm noticing is the difference between gel. I don't feel any stickiness at all. There's no like goopy, your typical gel product. The second thing that I notice is that my hair, sometimes when you apply gel, your hair will tend to clump. I'm not getting that here. So I'm feeling a very, it feels more like a hair lotion than a typical hair gel. One thing that you can do if you want more defined curls that I'll sometimes do, today I'm only going to do it in the front because it is, in my opinion, very tedious and it doesn't give me so like much more of a difference in texture than when I leave my hair normal. But sometimes what I'll do if I feel like I want a little more definition is section my hair into really tiny sections and just kind of spin it around my finger like this. So just taking a couple of sections, 2 or 3 times, just wrapping my hair around my finger really helps define your curl pattern, and depending on how many times you do this will tell you how defined your curl is. So just take a couple of sections. Now I do feel that the hair gel is drying and I could feel the product giving me a drier texture at this point, so do this fast. If you're doing this with your hair, I mean, I kind of worked it through for quite some time, but I would recommend sort of sectioning it first, adding your gel, and then doing your little twists. My other problem is I can only twist with one hand. Now you can air dry your hair at this point, but what we were told by our specialist, our hairstyling specialist from Chi, was that when you use heat to set your curls, you get a curlier curl, and it also helps set the gel, so your curls are sort of set in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Advanced Ionic hair dryer. I'm gonna snap on my hair diffuser. So many of you curly girls are familiar with the diffuser. Just gonna pop it on. And what I'm gonna do is basically just drop my curls in the diffuser and press the diffuser against my head. So that'll help, it's like scrunching, it'll help define my curls and help them keep their natural curl pattern. But I'm only gonna do it on the left side. I'm gonna put it on medium heat. So that is 1 click for the middle button and then 1 click for the power button to get a medium speed as well. So my hair looks a little bit crazy now, but you can see that I've, by separating the curls, I was able to kind of create a little more volume on this side than on this side. But this side is totally dry. You can see my ends are keeping their curl despite me moving it around, so I can use like a pick or a comb to kind of go through and separate my curls more if I want more volume and definition. But because only one side of my hair is done, I think I'm going to leave the volume where it is right now, and then we're going to work on this side. The next product I'm going to be using is the spinning curl. This is the product you have to lay your hair on the inside and then it will curl it. So I think for me, I like my curls to go backwards, so it tells you which side to hold your face. So I want to hold it to my face this way, so I want my curls to go to the back, so I'm going to hit that back button. So I can actually feel the heat coming from inside, but the outside is still really cool. That was another reason why I was really excited about trying this product, because how many of us have ever either dropped the curling iron or had it dropped on us as a child when our hair was getting either curled or straightened? And I mean, I think I had a scar right here for years from when I was curling and I just dropped the iron for a quick couple of seconds right here. But this product, as it's heating up, it's on. You see the blue LED light, it's on, and it's not hot. So to begin, I'm just going to start off on the low setting so that you can see the increments. I know that my tendency is to automatically just set it on high and then work my way backwards, but this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to start low, and this is what I recommend everyone to do. Start low and then work your way up. Follow the directions that tell you which side to put towards your face. And I'm going to just give it a little twist to get it in there. Put that in the middle, just right down between these two lines, and then press the button showing which direction I want it to go. I want it to go towards the back. I put it in and I leave it. It does what it wants to do, and I just let it rock. So when it's done, the timer will tell me and I'll get to go about my business. There goes the timer. Here goes my release. Okay, so that's the lowest setting. Let me bring it back so you guys can see. Lowest setting on wet hair gave me a little bit of a curl, but for the most part, if you guys can see, if you prefer like a looser texture, it sort of kept my natural hair texture. I got a bigger curl, like more of a curl in this area, but the length, it gave me a little more length for my hair. So next I'm gonna go up 1 to medium. Remember, this is on wet hair. So, you know, you can experiment with wet versus dry and how that works, but another section of wet hair, this time on medium, which is 390 and 17 seconds. So just press the power button when you want to lock it so you don't have it change temperatures. So again, just putting it in between that red line. There's my 17 seconds. All right, so now we're starting to see a little more something happening here. So here at 17 seconds, again, I feel like it's straightening out my curl, but let's take another section. This time I'm going to turn it all the way up to high. Okay, so this is 19 seconds from like curly coarse. This is after 19 seconds from going from wet, and this is 17 seconds, sort of limp, not so much of a curl. Okay, so I'm back now a little bit closer so that you guys can really see the difference in texture for both sides. So this side of my head was just diffused, so I've got all that curl, but I still have a lot of bounce and flexibility. One of the things I've noticed with some gels is that you have to be really careful about moving your hair after. But as you can see, I used it on this side. I've been moving, combing through the whole nine, and I'm not getting any flakiness, and it's not crispy. On this back half, one of the things I did differently from what I did on the front side was that I actually used some of the Chi Enviro 54 hairspray. Now this stuff does make a difference. At first I was like, okay, I've already put gel, why do I need more hairspray? But I decided to, you know, for the sake of experimentation, try it out with the hairspray, and I will tell you that the hairspray does provide additional hold for the curls once it's straight. You guys can see between these curls that I sprayed with the Enviro 54 hairspray and these curls that I did, you can see that the curls that I did sprayed with the hairspray are staying more curly than the one that I did without. So right now I'm working on 380 degrees on 19 seconds. To curl and pull from the root of your hair, you want to pull the ends of your hair. So I'm just gonna choose again towards the back, let it, oops. Oh, I held on to it a little too tight, so I thought that it got stuck. It's not, I assure you. But what you get is this little reset if it thinks it's stuck. So you just plug it out, give it a minute to reset itself, plug it back in, and turn it on. And you'll see that the temperature is starting to increase until it gets to the temperature that you want. And I like to just press the power button to lock it. So you'll see this little lock button, so that the temperature doesn't change while it's in my hand and I'm pushing buttons. So I'll just put that guy in and kind of hold it loosely so you guys can see it. Basically inside is a barrel, and then when you push these buttons either forwards or backwards, there are two little prongs in there that spin around to catch your hair and push it up against the curling iron. There's the beep, it's ready to go. Here's my curl. Just gonna spray that. Remember, with your hairspray, I see a lot of people doing this. It's really too close. You want to be like 10 inches away, like here, and just a little bit of product to hold that curl. I am actually having a lot of fun. This is so easy. My arms aren't getting tired. I'm not getting frustrated. So finally, a couple of things to keep in mind. This isn't something that like clasps your hair and presses it against the iron. It just loosely wraps your hair around that heating coil. So if you're worried about your hair getting stuck or trapped, you see how easily I'm pulling it out? I'm not pressing anything to pull it. That's just how loosely it is on there. So if you move the iron off, it just releases it. The only thing holding it up against that barrel is that initial spin. So this is half my hair curled compared to the half of my hair that was just naturally styled and diffused to be curly. So it didn't take a lot of time at all, which I'm actually really surprised about. And if you look at my strands, these are a little more textured because they have more hair gel, more hairspray. These are more lighter. So if you want to really set your curl, you can use more spray. If you want a looser curl, you can use a little less spray. And remember, I went from basically wet to this. The only thing that I would say is, if you can see my roots basically are still in their natural state, because when you put the curling iron against your head, whatever's up here in this area doesn't get that heat application. So right now I'm gonna just quickly take my Chi flat iron, and I'm just gonna quickly do my roots for some of these sections before I start separating my curl. So this is like perfect for me who's a lazy girl. Keep in mind, I am doing this with gel and hairspray. It's not cracking or flaking. I would never, ever put gel in my hair and then use a heat tool. To go from this diffused to this with the spinning curl was actually pretty impressive for me. And like I said, I only use this on medium heat for 19 seconds. I think I could, you know, if I wanted really, really curly curls, then I could up the voltage or up the temperature and still leave it on for 19 seconds. But like I said, I'm not really a heat person. I don't really use heat styling too much. So I just wanted to see a little bit of how well it worked and how quickly I can go from this to having straighter hair. What really impressed me was that it, you know, in that curling process, it does stretch your hair. So it's almost as if I blow dried my hair. That's sort of the texture that I got here. So I am actually just going to go through and separate these curls a little bit, just to add some, not so much body or volume, but to make my hair a little more lifelike, as opposed to having straight curl clumps. Just gonna separate some of these curls and sort of break them up a little bit so that it's more of like a beachy, wavy hair type situation. Comb through it. I'm kind of been pulling through it with my fingers and breaking up the curls. but it does leave you with a little bit of a beachy, wavy curl. Remember, I did go from wet hair to this, so it's still impressive for this level of curl. And now you can see I've got more curls, but I still have that motion, get that whip action. I still have a lot of movement, so it's not stiff. I was afraid if I use hairspray in my hair, it just kind of freezes up and then it doesn't move anymore. But I like that I still have that movement here. I put quite a bit of product in here, but it's still very, very light, very, moving. Both of these products I think are great. If you're a lazy person like me and you want to be able to do different textures with your hair and you're natural, I would say definitely don't be afraid of these products. They're usually, to get to this stage, it would take me like 45 minutes to just blow my hair out. And then by then my hair would just be so fried. So I like that I can get a little bit of curl but still have the movement on the right side. So thank you guys all for watching. I am, a little half and half right now, so I have to decide which side I want to go with. I would love to hear your experiences with all of these cheap products, what you like, what you don't like. If you have questions, feel free to field them my way. I know that as us, as curly girls, we do have a lot of questions for products and how it works and how best to use it. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions and experiment for you if I have to. But so far I like all of these products, and I do see myself, if I am to use a hairspray, the Enviro 54 definitely would be it, because it didn't leave my hair crunchy. Or another thing that I'm just realizing now, it didn't have that, your typical heavy hairspray smell. I'm kind of in a small room. Normally I would be choking and gagging, but I didn't get that with this one. I didn't realize while I was using it, but definitely didn't get that. And then the cream gel, I really love the way it makes my curls feel. So I would love to continue using this gel. I actually already bought two. So like I said, I'll be more than happy to experiment away with any of your questions. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you like this video, please be sure to like it so that I know. And if you would love to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe so that you can continue to be notified whenever I post a new hair or beauty and skincare video. Thank you for watching. Bye.